Hello there, welcome back to Elements in Focus. My name is Grant Soliven, manager of the advisor operation team, and with me always, director of financial planning, Rheaume. We're so grateful to have you with us here at Elements in Focus. Thank you for spending the time. Today, we're going to talk about tax planning and focus on that fifth critical element or second critical element of tax planning. For those of us that are new to the show or to our videos here, Aaron and I, feel like we have the responsibility to provide information on what we consider our five critical elements to make sure that you're getting the best information possible to make good decisions for your financial future. And so today, focusing on tax planning, what Aaron, I would love for you to talk us through today is buttoning up your tax planning. We're coming close to the end of the year here.
Yep.
We're wrapping up time. And remember, all tax planning has to be done by December 31st. There's a very big difference between tax planning and tax reporting. And so, Aaron, if you want to cover that, you can. But what do we mean when we say button up that tax plan?
Yeah, great point there, Grant. And if you've been watching our video series for the last couple of years now, you know that Grant and I hit on the difference between tax planning and tax reporting. Tax planning ends December 31st of this year. Tax reporting is taking what you did in that current tax year, handing all that stuff to your CPA or plugging it into TurboTax and reporting what happened in the previous year. Things that need to happen prior to year end. So we're wrapping up 2023. If you have college-age kids or planning for college, make sure you're contributing to your 529 plans. Here in the state of Indiana, you can get a 20% tax credit on up to a $7,500 contribution this year. That limit did raise from $5,000 in 2022 to $7,500 in the state of Indiana for this year. So you can get a $1,500 tax credit against any state tax that is due. Roth conversions. Make sure if you're working with one of our advisors on the team that we're getting that tax planning meeting done and getting that conversion done prior to year end. Required minimum distributions. For those of you that are age 70 and a half, now 73 or older, and you need to take your required minimum distributions, make sure those are done prior to year end as well. And lastly, focus on charitable gifting. So if you have any charitable intent that you want to do prior to year end, make sure that's done before December 31st. So if you're given to a church, a nonprofit, just work with us or work with a team to figure out what's going to be the most tax efficient way to do that. Don't just write a check. Look at the assets that you have. If you have appreciated stock, something that's gone up in value and you want to maybe diversify your portfolio, look at giving that appreciated asset to a church or a charity as long as they accept stock donations. You get a tax deduction and you don't have to recognize the capital gains. There's a lot of other little things to do prior to year end, but those are the big four. Anything else that you want to add?
Yeah, and you did a great job, thank you, Aaron, of talking about charitable giving. Also, if you're using a donor-advised fund in any way, shape, or form, those contributions still also have to be done by December 31st. But there's a lot of things to consider. Remember, evaluate what happened this year in your situation. So if you experienced an unfortunate passing of a loved one, if you received inheritance, if you're looking at gifting, if you have kids in school, all of these things that can impact your tax situation, make sure you recognize what's in front of you and maximize that tax plan to the best of your ability before year end. If you're looking at figuring out how to do so, and you're not already talking with one of our incredible advisors here at the Financial Enhancement Group, please schedule your complimentary meeting today. You can do so by scanning the QR code. You can also call 800-928-4001 and get that complimentary meeting scheduled with Brittany. Our job in that discussion is to ensure that you come out of our meeting with things you can improve in your situation today, tomorrow, and if we choose to partner together and it's a good mutual fit, we'll have a laid out plan that we'll monitor year by year. If you have a simple question, also please don't forget to send us a message at talk2feg@yourlifeafterwork.com. That's a tongue twister. We are more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you again for spending time with us today. We hope you have a wonderful weekend and a happy new year.